Hey there guys, this is Gosher, and this is my laptop, my HP laptop. Um, he has two problems. First is there's this cable that has the DC jack, and then this connects to the motherboard, and this connector close to the motherboard is completely fried. It's been working on and off for a long time, for like a week. Um, I had to completely disassemble the computer because you need to completely disassemble this to do any sort of maintenance other than changing like very limited stuff like RAM and hard drive and wireless card, Wi-Fi card. So the second problem with it is the fan is super noisy, and so I have a new fan. Both these parts, each of them was less than 10 euros. Shipped, I live in Europe, so, and they got shipped Monday, and they got here today, which is Tuesday, so amazingly fast. You can get them for cheaper if you buy them from China, but what's gonna happen is it's gonna take like a month or two to get to your house, so yeah. Yes, there is a missing key. I need to buy a dome and the key thingies and the keycap. But whatever. So here we go. We're gonna change that cable and that fan on this computer. It's an HP Pavilion G6-2000 series. It's 2017, I think, SP or whatever. But who cares about that? Like you can see, like the screen flex, just closing the computer, like whatever. This was 800 bucks, like 4 years ago. It's been 4 years since I've had this computer, um, or 3 years and a half, around that time. The battery is not original because the original battery lasted for 1 year. That one also lasted for another year, and yeah, it just sucks. Like at full capacity, and then after like 1 year, it just starts getting horrible. Uh, just for the sake of it's a 5200 milliamp battery. Like this is literally nothing. When you get like some um some smartphones that have like 400 milliamp hour batteries, like please, come on. But this is all technology, so first you unplug the battery, then you're gonna take this screw off and take this off, and then take out all the screws. There's also two here, and one here and one there, and another one here and two over there. You basically take all the screws that you can see. So yes, what I'm gonna do right now. Before I take the rest of the screws, I'd just like to show you. So the other screws are, there's one here, there's another one right there. I've installed an SSD. I'm just gonna, oh, also something that also broke on this computer was this cable, the SATA cable to connect to the motherboard. It broke. I had to get another one. This is too long for this computer, but it works. So I have an 840 EVO 120 gigabytes. This is back when they were 100 bucks. Now you get them for like 50 bucks, like a Kingston one. The RAM, I'm not gonna take it out because you don't need to take out the RAM. You do need to take out the wireless card. In here, I'm gonna actually show you. Doing things one-handed is not optimal. I'm gonna take a lot of breaks so that I can actually do this. So in here, instead of the CD drive, there is a little thingy that you can put another hard drive. So I have two hard drives on my laptop. I don't really use CDs anymore. when I do, I have the DVD drive that came with the laptop. Oh, there's also two other screws here. Alright, so now I'm gonna take all the screws off and take out the wireless card. On this wireless card, you can see that if this focuses, if you focus, it's not gonna focus. But there's a 1 and 2, and then you have 1 and 2 on the cables. There's a little label. So I used to take photos, but now it's like this specific card has it. The other ones that might not have it, well, you have to just take a picture of the cables or memorize it, but take a picture. Alright, now I'm gonna take everything off. So now with all the screws off, you're gonna have to turn over your computer, open it. It's lighter than normal because you took out the hard drive. And then you're gonna get some sort of guitar pick or some sort of little thing that you can use to come over here and lift off your keyboard. Now, your keyboard's gonna be way harder to take out than this. But this one, I mean, I've disassembled this computer like around 10 to 15 times, doing just general maintenance, because I use him like 8 to 12 hours a day, so the fans get all dusty and it gets all clogged up near the heat sinks, the heat spreader and stuff. So yeah, yours in here there's a little bit more resistance sometimes because there's some adhesive like right on these spots, so don't be afraid, it's fine. And once you've removed that, you take off the cable of your keyboard. This is a great time for you to do some keyboard maintenance and clean it off. I'll just check it off to the side. Now you gotta take this off with care, and take also this one. So that one is for the speakers, this one is for the trackpad, and this one is for the button, and yeah, it's just for the button and the LED of the button. So now I'm gonna take these screws off and take the stop off because I'm getting low battery. To take the top off after you take all the screws, and don't forget there's a hidden screw there, you just take a prying tool, preferably not metal, and you just go around the laptop and you just pry it off gently, as carefully as you can. But right here there's a really hard to take out little dent, little tooth that grabs this part of the laptop, of the top of the laptop. So yeah, it's gonna, yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with that the best way you can. Try to not damage the laptop. The first time what I did was I took this, and from inside this I tried to ply it a little bit, but not too hard or else you'll break it. And yeah, so see you on the next clip where I'm gonna have everything exposed. So now we have all the guts of the computer, and they're turned upside down just to make our job even harder. But this is how the laptops were made like some years ago. Some are still like this, but most there are like thinner laptops. You can just take the bottom part off and then you have access to everything, which is really nice. So you have here a screw on the 15-inch, 17-inch will have a screw here. 15-inch you'll have a screw here. So the 15-inch laptops of this range, you'll have a screw here that you need to unplug. You also need to unplug this SATA thing that just connects to your hard drive. But the cable in question is right here. So this is USB 2.0. I don't know why it is so kind of like this. To take this off, you need to pry it off gently in here and take it off. I'm trying to do it with one hand because I've done this before already, so it's probably easier now. Yeah, but it's gonna take a lot of strength for you to take it out the first time, alright? So this is the USB port that's on the right side of the computer. This is the DC jack itself. So in the beginning, this little clip is gonna be really tight and you're gonna have to take it out, but mine is just loose because I've done this repair. Now it's gonna be the second time, and I had to like take this out lots of times when it was malfunctioning, and I'm just gonna fucking take this out so I can demonstrate to you how burnt it is. It's completely horrible. And yeah, this is no good, but thankfully we have a new one that I apparently lost. No, it's right. It's right. Oh, yeah, you need to rest the screen on something. So I have the new part here. Alright, so for the fan, you're gonna take the connector of the screen. You're gonna take the screw out. I'm trying to be as fast as I can because my shitty fucking phone is running out of juice. Don't lose that screw. That's very important. Because I took out all of them, you can just gently lift from that side and then just take it out from this side. Remember, these ports, like, they are stuck there, so you can just turn it around. And here you have the CPU and the GPU and the fan. I hope this fan is actually fits. Yeah, it's the same size, but the fan blades have a little ring around them, so I wasn't sure. But it has 4 pins. You need to be sure that you're buying with 4 pins. Alright, so now I'm gonna take out the heatsink, and then I'm gonna proceed with the fan replacement. So right now I unscrewed all of the screws. You can go unscrewing them in the order. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. You can unscrew them in the order. Just don't unscrew them all the way up at the same time. Unscrew them a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and a little bit, and then unscrew them completely. And then these ones you can just go by order and unscrew them completely. You need to unplug the little connector that's right there, and then you can just lift off the heatsink, and what you're going to be replacing is this black part. So you see, like, the heat spreader is just super small, and because they had to put a port here, they handicapped it even more, so yay. Here you have the CPU and the GPU. This is not the original thermal compound. I'm not gonna change it, honestly, because it's not time for a change, and yeah, I'm just not gonna change it. You can hate on me all you want, and you should hate on me for not changing it, but I don't really have that much. Like, I only have a little bit left, and the temperatures are still good, except they're a little bit high because the fan doesn't properly work. But the thermal compound is good. On these ships, because they don't have a heat spreader on top of them, you really need to cover the whole ship, and you need to make sure that you do that. So, but back to taking out the fan. So now to take out the fan, you need to take out these 2 little screw holes. You need to be mindful of these little tabs, and then you can just take out the fan. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Alright, so old fan is out. You can see the wear and tear, but it's completely clean. And now here's the comparison of the old fan and the new fan. I think they're slightly different models. I mean, I am not sure. No, they are completely the same model. If this could focus. But it says service PN 683193-001, and this has the same, exactly the same, and you can see that they're basically exactly the same, except over here this area is a little bit different, but I'm sure the screw is gonna be fine. And the fan has, yeah, you can see here, like, it completely stops. This one just keeps going. Alright, so old fan out, new fan in. So if you bend them a little bit, these little tabs towards outwards, you should bend them back in and just install the new fan. Alright, completely great fit. Completely fits, so I guess now it's time to put the screws back in. Just so you know how small the screws are, these are the screws. This camera doesn't focus, so I'm just giving up. And this is the normal screw that you have on the back, and these are the smaller screws. So don't lose these ones. But if you do, try at least to have one, but you have these tabs to keep the components safe anyway. But maybe it'll rattle a bit. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna put the fan back in. And so this is what's gonna happen right now, because I have low energy on my phone. I'm gonna put this back in there. I'm gonna make sure you connect the freaking power of the fan right there. I've done that mistake once, never again. This is the RAM of the GPU, by the way, but I'm gonna install it, and then I'm gonna turn it around and install the cable. Just install it right here on the connector, and then I'm gonna show you how to route it properly under these things, because it's a little bit. Alright guys, so fan installed. Screw the holes in through the order that it says, so 1, 2, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 5, 6, 7. I didn't change the thermal compound, guys. I searched for it in my room. I couldn't find it. If I did, I would have changed it. Okay, you guys are gonna hate me for it, but it's gonna be fine. Connect your screen. Make sure that it goes around that little plasticky thing, so that the top, then the middle frame touches correctly. Put the screw in the connector. The connector, you have to put it in just completely in. Don't put it just halfway in, completely in. If it's not going in like mine, because mine was all screwed up, you gotta bend the pins like very gently. You gotta bend the pins like how you can, to like get them straight, so that then it should go in if you have the right number part. I'm going to include the number parts for this, the fan, and what else, and I'm gonna go, put some good thermal compound for you guys to change. If you do this, absolutely change your thermal compound, and even more if so, if you've never changed it since you've bought the computer. Alright, so now in here, this needs to go through that little thing, and then through this hole right there. There's the thing where the screw goes in, where a screw goes in. You gotta go through here, and then take a left, right? Take a left, and this is too big for this, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do a little loop over there and connect it. Hopefully it will fit. This is actually not a very good idea to do this loop. Alright, it's in its place now. I made the loop. This is gonna be hard, guys. This is gonna be hard because the USB thing, now to get in here, it needs to get that little space, needs to fit in the stuff, so I'll just, sorry guys, I'll just try and get it in as good as I can. Oh, okay, it went in, so now just press it. The connector is secure. Alright, now I need to actually, alright, it's secure. Now put this in and then do the reverse process. So alright, let's just put it in because whatever. So connector connected. Right now you should test if it actually works. Maybe I will do that. This is legitimately the first time I'm doing this. I have no idea if it's gonna work. Alright, it does work. Wiggle it around a little bit to see if it's completely secure, because you're gonna, unlike here, like try and be gentle with it, but like wiggle it around so that you know that the connection is secure. So alright, that's fixed. Now I'm gonna completely assemble the computer. If you guys made it this far, just do the absolute process like the other way around. Alright, and I'll meet you guys when the computer is turned on and the fan is working. Moment of truth now. The sun has set a little bit, so the lighting isn't the most ideal. So you can see it's working. Yeah, it's working. And so now let's check it out. Oh my god. You cannot hear the fan, right? That's because she's silent. Because it's not making noises like this one used to do. So now let's just look a little bit upwards. Put my password in. Oh my god, please. And alright, we have our laptop working at some nice temperatures, as you can see. 30 somethings. This is also the temperatures of each hard drive right now. Let's see if we can actually focus. Oh, it focused for once. Yeah, and completely silent. Alright guys, that's been it for me. Now I'm gonna edit this video and post it online as soon as I can. Hope I help you guys in any way, shape or form. And